So I recently went to second shoot a wedding in Birmingham, and I thought to myself, Ade, why not share with the people what you would bring to a wedding videography shoot? Hey everyone, my name is Ade. I'm a videographer and content creator based in the UK, Nottingham to be exact, and here's what I would bring as a wedding videographer. So first things first, what I'm carrying. So this is it's not a Pelly case. It's not a Pelly case, but it's like a Manfrotto version of a Pelly case, and this carries the bulk of all my equipment. Put that down. It's a bit heavy. Yeah, it carries the base of all my equipment. So that's like my cameras, my lenses, my Nixon batteries, Nixon doodahs. Yeah, it takes the junk of everything because I don't necessarily like carrying things on my backpack. And speaking about backpack, this is as well what I bring as well. It's like a Manfrotto bag. I'm not really sure what exact make it is. I bought this like 5-6 years ago, and it's my workhorse. I just throw anything inside. So that's like wires, batteries, anything. I just straight inside. For stabilization, I have my RS3 Pro. This has been my workhorse. It has stood with me for the test of time. I recently got it fixed from DJI, but yeah, it's stood the test of time. It's taken me through thick and thin, and yeah, just like for occasional, gimbal shots and stuff like that. I rarely use this on a wedding shoot. So yeah, I mainly use this for like gimbal shots, venue shots, walking shots, with the couple, stuff like that. But I'm not really a huge fan of gimbals. I'd rather go handheld, and yeah, I'd rather just do stuff handheld. Now, this is a new purchase. So I recently got the the Rapid System Monopod from Suri. This is to replace my old video tripod. This is for more like quick, as that's in the name, rapid, because like sometimes like a tripod is just like too big and it's just like too clunky, and I don't drive. So the fact that I don't drive means I have to carry all this stuff myself, and carrying a big video tripod is not necessarily the most ideal thing on an early morning shoot. I wanted something small, compact, and that's something I can just get up and go, take off, take on, quick. I'd rather use this than use this big hunk of junk, and just lugging around and be tired by the time I get to work. The main camera, obviously, is the FX3, my workhorse, my baby. I've had this thing for like 3-4 years, and I don't think I can find any better camera for what I do currently. I stress that fact, currently. But yeah, it's an amazing camera. If I do some B-roll, yeah, I have it in a tilter cage. I'm hoping to change the cage at some point. And the lens I usually pair it up with, as well as what I'm shooting on now, is the 24-70 Sony G Master lens. As a Sony shooter, shooting on a G Master lens, I get is more expensive, but I feel like there is just that added oomph with the G Master lens. I'm hoping to get some primes at some point, but then primes are prime money, if you know what I mean. Yeah, shooting the 24-70 G Master, pair it up with the Ultima Shinobi, I think 5? That's 5, yeah, that's one I have. Ultima Shinobi 5, that's what I currently have. As well, I'm using that to shoot now, that's what I'm looking at, just to make sure, I'm looking at myself, make sure I am in frame and I'm not too left-sided. I feel like I'm too left-sided. I'm not evenly centered. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm just like, I'm not really sure where I need to be. In terms of lenses, like I said, 24-70 G Master lens. I also that's for prep. What's it called? That's for like prep. Like close-up shots. Just like the detail shots. And then in terms of speeches, church ceremony, I would slap on like a 70-200 G lens, which I got for a very good price. Because I remember this was back when I was living in Leeds. The Sony store was closing down. This retail was like 1,200, 1,500. I got it for $800, and the Sony store was closing down. And it was like, oh, £800. I was like, did I have the money for it? No. Did I get it? Yeah, because it's like it took like £400 off. I was like, steal, bruv. Don't get it. I have the handy dandy 617 to 28 Tamron art lens. This lens is amazing because it's like for what it is, it does the job. It just like this is my gimbal lens most of the time, and it's just like anything wide shots, so that's like venue shots and stuff like that. Or if I want to get a wide of like people or family members, I always get this one. In terms of lens adaptation or stuff like that, always carry my handy dandy Polar Pro Peter McKinnon Mist Edition variable ND. This 2 to 5 stop. I want to get another one because I think this one's broken. I dropped it and it doesn't look like it's doing what it needs to be doing. But yeah, had this for like 3-4 years till it broke. Amazing. It still kind of works. Kind of works. Still amazing. In terms of audio, I used to use the Zoom F6, but then I got the Tascam. Where did that come from? And now I have the Tascam FR-AV2, and the reason why I got this is because it uses timecode. So like now, what I do, I don't do anything that's a like longish shoot. I don't shoot without timecode because it just puts you on the timeline. In terms of timecode, I am always rocking the Tentacle Sync. I want to get 2 more, so I just have 4. Not that I need it. I just wanted just so I know I have extra timecode. And then in terms of audio again, if I'm using a shotgun mic, I have this Sennheiser MK400. If I'm not using timecode and I just want to grab scratch audio, I use this, slap it on the camera. That's it. Bob's your uncle. And speaking of cameras, I recently got the A7 IV as a B cam. Some people would have said, "Oh, get the FX3." That whole crop factor thing, it's not for me. But it's gonna be my B cam, and plus I'm also doing a bit of photography, not wedding photography. I have done wedding photography, but this in general is gonna be my B cam, my photography cam. But it's always great to have a second camera on hand because a lot of people want you to do like multiple angles. You can't get 2 angles with one camera. So in general, just having a spare camera, it does help. I think I want to buy it does overheat after like an hour or so. I think I need to buy one of those fan things. But yeah, I want to start using this eventually. What else is in here? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, I also grabbed this is now just like extra knickknacks and new knacks and doodads and doobdabs. I have this this is what my 2470 came in when I bought it, but then what I've done is I've created like a wire charging system thing where in here is just wires, plugs, anything that is just like, hey, I may need this, so I slap that in there. Oh, as well, in terms of audio, DJI Mics, can't go wrong. Anyone can use anything else, but I think, not really, no. I think the DJI Mics reign supreme. DJI Mics all the way. I have a clamp for in case I need to clamp anything. I don't really clamp stuff in weddings, but just in case I need to clamp stuff somewhere or clamp something somewhere, always have a clamp. Side handle. I bought this. This is a small rig NATO rail side handle. This is the best side handle I've ever had in my life. It's so nice and smooth. It like rotates. You can just like adjust your grip anyhow. This is amazing. I got it off Dan Hill. Shout outs to Dan Hill. Shout outs to Danny Hilly. Oh yeah, I have a small rig V mount. You know, before I bought this, what amp is this? I think it's the 50 amp because I didn't need the 100 amp. I bought this thinking I would rig it like, you know, to like my camera, you know, like the old cine rig, and I don't. It's just heavy. I just use it as like an extra thing to charge if I can't find the plug. So yeah, it's like I don't use it conventionally how people would normally use it. I just use batteries. I just have bare batteries. I have like 6 batteries now, so I'm just like, I don't need a V mount realistically. I just need to charge my things. Just charge it, guys. Charge the game. And then I have a Swiss Army Allen key type thing from Small Rig. This is amazing to have. Or when you want to, undo your tripod thing, so you don't have to ask for a coin and whatnot. Yeah, it's amazing. It's nice to have it. And then another thing I've recently bought is these PGY Tech, quick release plates and thingies. It's just amazing to have. It's just like, if I can have 300 of these, I would, because it's just like, you just put it in, and then you can just like, let's say if you can just like, what's it called? I lost my head. So just basically like, the base plate, you slap it into your camera, and then you slap the other end into like a tripod or something, and you can like, especially like my monopod, I just slap it into it, and then whenever I'm ready, take it out, and then it's just like a quick release. It just takes off that extra step of unscrewing stuff and stuff like that, which I need to get more of these so I can just put it on every single thing every single like tripod style thing I have, so I can just quick release. That's about it of what I take. I mean, apart from like spare batteries, I take an extra t-shirt. Always get an extra t-shirt, just because sometimes you sweat, and so no one wants to see sweat patches. As a videographer, no one wants to see sweat patches, so I take an extra shirt all the time. Some deodorant. Take some deodorant, guys. Take some deodorant. Take some gum as well, because it's a long day. Take some perfume. Presentation is key, so you have to think about that. And yeah, that's what I would take to a wedding as a wedding videographer. What else would you guys take? What, have I left anything out? Do you guys have any recommendations of what I should bring as well? I wouldn't mind lights. Actually no, I don't want to bring lights because I can't drive. Where am I going to put it? Where am I going to carry it? But yeah, that's all I bring to a wedding. And to be honest, for me personally, at this stage, that's all I need. And I have a drone, but I don't really bring the drone. They are really useless. Like, I spent $1,000 on my Mini 4 and I don't use it. That's all I bring to a wedding videography shoot. If you have any recommendations, if you have any suggestions of what I should bring, buy, or own, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace, love, and guidance. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love.